century ago, oil was just an obscure commodity. Today it is almost as vital to human existence as water is. OPEC, the Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries, has followed the valleys and peaks of the world's demand for oil. By coordinating export policies and production levels, the group aimed to protect member nation interests and seize control of oil prices, which were previously set by Western companies such as Texaco and Royal Dutch Shell.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is the OPEC Statute. Okay. OPEC will now be referred to as the organization, and it will be created as a permanent intergovernmental organization in mutual agreement with the governments of Iran, Iraq, Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, and Venezuela.
The full aim of our organization shall be the coordination and unification of the petroleum policies of member countries, and the assurance of the best men for supporting our collective interests.
Mr. Kuwait, please read Article 3 of the Articles of the Statute.
Shall be guided by the principle of the sovereign equality of its member countries. It says English will be the official language.
English? Why?
This is the language of money, my friend.
English is the language of international cooperation. It is imperative that we conduct business with the Western world in their preferred language.
Our organization will be committed to the protection of our collective interests and many wishes for our future prosperity.
We must maintain our cartels so as to function as a monopoly, to gain market power and therefore set prices. We shall maximize our profits with unification. Long live OPEC!
We will now issue the
Give me that. For a statement of petroleum policy.
This document right here enforces our inalienable right, as expressed by the United Nations, of all countries to experience permanent sovereignty over our natural resources, oil, in the interest of national development.
The exploitation of our petroleum resources should be aimed at securing the greatest possible benefit for the member countries.
supply and demand. We can't control prices. If we sell less, demand goes up. And if we cooperate, much profit. Very nice.
As a result of the Yom Kippur War, OPEC drafted an embargo against the United States.
Citizens of the United States of America, your president, President Nixon.
Hello. I, President Nixon, say to the people of America that they must immediately take effective countermeasures in an effort to limit the amount of oil we use. In order to achieve this goal, the American people should limit the amount of food they eat, the speed they drive, and the amount of electricity they use. I am announcing the following steps that we should take to meet the energy crisis. First, in order to increase the amount of heating oil that will be available this winter, we must alter production schedules and divert petroleum to the production of more heating oil. As we reduce gasoline supplies, we must ensure that the remainder of gasoline is used wisely and conservatively. As a second step, we should close all gas stations' pumps between 9 p.m. on Saturdays and midnight on Sundays. As a final step, a nationwide maximum speed limit of 50 miles an hour will be put in place in an effort to save oil. These steps are essential for the future of America and its quest to attain self-sufficiency.
The Iran-Iraq War, also known as the Persian Gulf War, started in 1980 because of a long history of border disputes between the two nations. The war was motivated by fears that the Iranian Revolution in 1979 would inspire insurgency in Iraq, and Iraq desired to replace Iran as the major power in the Persian Gulf. The war limited the supply of oil around the world because of focused attacks on oil tankers.
Kuwait? You know, we have a pretty big army.
What?
I'm just saying, you should be a little careful.
A close ally to you in the Iran-Iraq war. I thought we were friends, bro.
No choice!
It's because we've been overproducing petroleum lately.
No! No!
We pulled the America card. Saddam
was jealous because Kuwait's overproduction of petroleum kept Iraq's prices down. Also, tensions rose because Iraq claimed that Kuwait had been slant drilling and exceeding OPEC oil production quotas. Iraq argued that Kuwait was part of Iraq and its existence was a British invention. America then entered the war with their allies Saudi Arabia and Kuwait. Another factor was that this member had exported an enormous amount of petroleum to the US, and they were merely safeguarding their investment.
In 2003, the Iraq War started primarily because of the fear that Saddam Hussein was housing nuclear weapons.
Do you have nuclear weapons?
I'm sorry, what was the question?
Do you have nuclear weapons?
I can't hear you.
And moving on to the next question.
Okay, I can hear you now.
But many believe that the main reason for the war was America's desire to undermine OPEC's high prices and to have less dependence on OPEC oil.
My name is Lieutenant Dan, and right here we're going to do Operation Desert Storm. Hoorah!
Ready online!
Turn up the bass and make them all have fun. Select a blaze the fire, make it fun. Then we must up the bass, turn up the bass and make some sound. Why run? And we will end the week just like a Sunday.
كبيرة في ودية بلدي قصة طويلة في الصعيد انت القاضي الشنبو